discussing. So as I told you before, so now we have about 12 ideas for projects. So I hope.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Arif Babunyaga from Nordic International University, and I participated in capacity building program Erasmus Plus, but from Art and Culture Institution. I worked there at that time, but now I have changed my work this year, and recently, I have registered as a formal organization from Erasmus online program funding and registering program. And I would like to know more about Erasmus Plus, how to search partners, find out partners, and.
Okay, I'm Nazakat Asimova, and I'm professor of Tashkent State University of Oriental Studies. And in the same time, I'm a member of our national HERES team, or Higher Education Reforms Experts. And I'm expert for Erasmus, for Tempus and Erasmus Plus program from 2003 or 2004. So, yeah.
Also, she has a very good experience, successful student in the assessment
oh, yeah.
As an academic expert, national academic.
Hello once again, my name is Banu. I am a project manager at National Erasmus Office, and we're looking forward to your project, and we hope you're going to win them. Good luck.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yaroslav Simon. Actually, I'm not from any university now. Actually, I'm working at EBV project. It's about chemical business manager, project manager, and this is yeah. He's a project manager of our project, and now we are here to gain some experience in project proposals.
So you are in contact with it now. Are you?
Let's say we are progressing levels, we are how context and okay, no, we are planning to be involved. No, because we make asking for and we were like
We definitely grow with this in contact with Erasmus, and now we playing some.
Welcome.
I'm going to administer Japan here at studies. Before I used to work in Europe, University and I participated in Erasmus project only as a lecturer mobility in China. Here in this university, I explore possibilities of Erasmus Plus to create program studies, enrich our national visibility and also opportunities for students through Erasmus Plus projects.
The participants who are expected to join us, please could you please very quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, yes.
a great pleasure to see everybody at this table. Actually, we have templates. There are a number of presentations to be delivered to the different type of audience. So that's why I propose between these to be oriented to you specifically during this session. What I learned and its conclusion is that we should start from the ABC, from the Erasmus Plus capacity building project. This session is about general information, general information about one of the directions. What direction will be presented by Monu during the morning session? Okay, Erasmus Plus capacity building in higher education projects. We have international credit mobility, we have channel actions, and we have also Erasmus Mundus, two directions of Erasmus Mundus, Erasmus Mundus joint masters and Erasmus Mundus design measure. So this session is completely and fully devoted to Erasmus Plus capacity building in higher education projects. So 2 or 3 year projects, which is actually the core of Erasmus. And this is the former academic project. What I would like to start that Erasmus Plus has been recognized as one of the long-term successful, the most successful European Union program in the world, international program. It's already this year we celebrated 35 years of Erasmus. And they started exchange of students to provide the European students with the opportunity to study one semester, at least one semester, and then in another country, in another university. We need to explain more details, but I would like to start with the reference of November, 7th, 8th, and 10th of November. The recordings are available on the website. We will provide you with the links. You can listen to the more detailed presentations with the question and answer sessions which took place, and they are recorded and available on the website. So maybe I will skip. Susanna, какво се смееш? Sure. I don't know. Okay, the main 2 words are capacity building for higher education. And later on, if we will have time, I will briefly inform about the recently announced selection results for capacity building. The Central Asia, Uzbekistan has now 7 selected projects, one with the involvement of Yoj University. And for example, in Kazakhstan, we have 4, in Kyrgyzstan, we have 3, in Tajikistan, 2, and in Turkmenistan, 1 project selected. So the quality of proposals submitted by the Uzbekistan universities, they were quite higher, and that's why we have 7 newly selected projects. So about the capacity building. What is capacity building? So you see, it's about the teachers, about the students, about the teaching process, coaching, and first of all, about the quality. The quality is the slogan of today's day for everybody. So you, each speaker during the morning session referred to the quality assurance, quality culture, promotion of quality management, and I will skip this one. It's the general one. First of all, we would like to recommend you to learn, have a look, very quick look to the program guide. The new version of the program guide is available on the General Erasmus Plus website, and you can see the part related to capacity building in higher education. what is expected from the capacity building in higher education project? First of all, it's the impact. The key words is impact. So we should tell and refer to the contribution, to the impact of the capacity building project on the modernization of higher education system in partner countries, with the support in cooperation with the program countries. I will not tell you now, will not spend time to explain what is the program countries and partner countries. You can see from the first presentation of Banu this morning. Capacity building should contribute to the university governance, to management or university management, modernization of university governance, including the financial management, including the university autonomy, the university quality management. What is expected from capacity building in higher education project is also the contribution to the strengthening of the regional cooperation. So we are Central Asia, we are region 6 in the program guide. And from the last year, the Afghanistan is also included into region 6. So if you are thinking about the regional project, you should consider the partners from the neighboring countries, 5 Central Asian countries. So no comments about Afghanistan now, because there is no clear guidelines how to involve Afghanistan, which is also included in our region 6. I've already told you about the modernization, not only specific higher education institutions, universities involved in capacity building projects, but we have specific projects who should contribute to the modernization, to the reformation process at the national level, so structural project. That's why we are telling about the modernization of the system. Societal impact, these two words appeared in the program guide from the last year, from the first round of Erasmus Plus last year. It's not about the higher education system, but how education system, how the universities can contribute to the impact of the society, so to the environment, how they can interact and involve the enterprises, the employee organizations, the associations. About the accessibility, it's also about the accessibility and inclusiveness of the education. The key words for the capacity building is always innovation. So each project should have the component and some project, an innovative project idea. What is important to tell you, it's not in this presentation. It's not moving. And maybe both again. Okay. So regions, I've already told you, so we are Central Asia, region 6. I would like to tell you about the 3 strengths which are available for the capacity building project. Why from the last year 3 strengths are introduced? I will later explain you, but first aim, the first objective was how to attract more newcomers. So we have a lot of universities with a great experience in Erasmus Plus in Tempus. They considerably benefited of Erasmus Plus cooperation, of the partnership with the European and program countries. But now we are telling about the newcomers, the universities with the less experience or no experience in Erasmus, and even the experienced universities with the faculties which have never been involved in Erasmus. They can be also considered as a newcomer. So 3 strengths in the new program. Regional priorities. It's not about the Central Asia. So you can miss this line because regional priorities are applicable only for the neighboring countries of the European Union. we should refer to overarching priorities. And later on, I will come later with more detailed information about priorities. New budget system, lump sum. It's also the good, it's an advantage for the new program. It's also the challenge because now the e-granting system give you more, so enhance the local project ownership. You can contribute to the project management, and the grant holders from the partner countries, they are very, very welcome. So our role is to enhance, to help the universities of Uzbekistan to play the role of grant holders. And this morning I already introduced Zebahon Babakhanova. She is one of the grant holders, so project coordinator from Uzbekistan, newly appointed, newly selected project from the Tashkent Chemical Technological Institute. So very pleased to have her here, maybe with some specific questions to be addressed to her. And she maybe will ask you to share the challenges that you faced during the project development and now at the stage of construction. New publication system, it's top funding and tender opportunities portal, which provides not only, it's not tool about the application procedure, the grant preparation procedure, it's also about the partner search. As soon as you are registered at this portal, you will be known by all potential applicants throughout the world. So you can present yourself and tell that you are from Uzbekistan, you have this big number, and you are looking for, you are searching the partners in specific field or with a specific project idea. And this is one of the search tool, partner search tool available for the time being. So about other options, I will tell you later on. Overarching priorities. So for us, it's important to, when you are starting to prepare, to develop the project proposal, to define which priorities you are following during your project preparation, development project application. Green Deal, it's about the greening in higher education, greening economy, so different areas and fields related to Green Deal. These overarching priorities, they are priorities for the European Union. They are priorities for Erasmus Plus program. Actually, you can define 2, 3 priorities during the year. So when you're starting to work on the project application. Digital transformation, it's about digitalization. So you can refer to the presentation of Nargiza this morning. And again, I would like to emphasize that all presentations during the morning sessions, they are recorded. They will be, so the PowerPoint presentations will be available on our website next week. Migration and mobility is an overarching priority for the European countries. They are also considering this priority. Governance, peace, security, and human development. Later on, and during the presentation of the European Union for the worldwide webinar, it was stressed that Erasmus Plus contributed a lot to engineering fields, to IT, to health, but now it's the turn for the humanities, for the they have a specific reference to the faculties of law to be more active in the development of new project proposals. Sustainable growth and jobs. I would like now so come back over here to tell you that during the preparation of your project proposal, you can refer to country-specific priorities. Country-specific priorities have been explained, presented during the recent Erasmus Plus National Information Day, which took place on 14th of December. last week in Tashkent Institute of Finance. So Komiljon Hamidovich Karimov, the first deputy minister, he referred to 4 priorities. The first one is university governance. The second one is university enterprise cooperation and enhancement of employability skills of the graduates. The third one is university enterprise cooperation. And the fourth one is the promotion of entrepreneurship in higher education. So all these country-specific priorities can be also addressed, but you can find the line to be followed. So if you are telling about the employability of graduates and university enterprise cooperation, it's about sustainable growth and jobs. What I would like to, but maybe later on for the strand 2, that in the address of the president to the parliament, it was underlined several lines. What kind of areas the government would like to address related to higher education? So water and energy resource management, the projects can be available. Geology, partnership with industry. Construction and soil fertility. So it was proposed and his address that they needed more specialists and more projects and more contribution in this field. So it also can be considered for the future Erasmus Plus projects. 3 strands, they're different because they are with the different partners with the different objectives. The first strand, but you can see that only strand 3 can be up to 4 years. The first strand and strand 2, they can be 2 or 3 years. So it cannot be 2.5 years. So you should define definitely 24 or 33 months. The funding, very different, because the first one is related to the newcomers. So everything should be linked to enhance the capacity of the newcomer universities. Even it's possible, so it's not applicable to other universities, but for this one is applicable to establish the International Relations Office. It's about the remote areas. It's about the newly established universities. It's about the countries but maybe more applicable for Africa and not to the universities of states. Strand 2, it's the former curricular development projects, university governance project, university and higher education and society project, and the contribution is much higher. It's up to 800,000 euros. Strand 3, structural projects. So what is expected from this project? It is expected to have the structural impact, the impact on higher education system, not only on the universities which are involved in the project, but they should bring the changes at the national level. And involvement of the ministry is compulsory, is obligatory. So without the ministry or without the, if you are speaking about the quality assurance, so without the state inspectorate for quality control under the cabinet of ministers, it would be impossible. So I will miss the line about the Ukraine. 3 types of capacity building projects. So you should, from the early beginning, to define whether you will develop national project, multi-country, or multi-country cross-regional project. If you would like to have to develop national project, you should look for So you are Yoju, you should look for +2 universities from Uzbekistan. So at least 3 universities of Uzbekistan and 2 universities from 2 different EU so program countries or EU member states should form the consortium to apply. This is national project, Uzbekistan and program countries. Multi-country regional projects. So we have regional projects involving Central Asian countries. For example, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. For this project, you should have at least 2 universities from each neighboring countries, plus 2 universities from 2 different program countries from Europe. For the multi-country cross-regional project, you can involve, but you should be very careful with the defining of the priorities. The priorities should be matched. So, for example, you would like to involve China in the project, and we have such experience. So, Uzbekistan, China, and program countries, Europe. So, at least 2 universities from China, 2 universities from Uzbekistan, and 2 different universities from program countries. It will be cross-regional project because China is from another region. What I would like to tell you, it's not only about the universities. This is the minimum of consortium that at least you should have 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 and 2, so 6 projects for the multi-country project. The consortium, they are very, very open, and it's strongly encouraged to involve the enterprises, associations, industrial partners, employee organizations. I mean, the non-academic partner organizations which are directly involved, who are interested in the expected project results, who can contribute to the achievement of expected project results. So it's about newcomers. I've already explained you. It's about the social inclusion. So mainly related to the rural areas, to the universities with the less experience and which have been just newly established, and they would like to be involved in the international cooperation. It's about strength 1. Strength 2 is more ambitious. It's for the universities with the experience, and they can also be the part of the strand 1. They can contribute to the project management for strand 1. But for this one is about the sharing their experience, promoting the modernization process, and promoting the innovations in higher education. So the key word is about the modernization, innovation, and reform governance. So strand 2 involves the previously well-known projects, curricular development project, university governance project, university, higher education, and society. So the wide environment of the higher education system. Trend 3, it's about the structural reforms. And we had one of the good example of the structural reforms project when the Center for Upgrading of Skills of the Academic and Administrative Staff of the Ministry have been involved. It's IMEC project. It's about the policy making, it's about the strategies, it's about the development of the new regulations and the new approaches for the higher education system. Who can participate? So without the universities, it's impossible to submit the application. So the main beneficiaries of the Erasmus Plus are universities, the higher education institutions. It can be private, it can be public, so joint faculties, any universities, but they are main beneficiaries. They are welcome, the applicant who can apply. It's about, so the Uzbekistan and the Tashkent Institute, Chemical Technological Institute, is the applicant at the application stage, and then it becomes the grant holder when they already signed the grant agreement with the European Commission. And they are managing the whole grant for the whole consortium. In the past, it was impossible, but now the Tashkent University of Information Technologies, the first ever grant applicant from Uzbekistan, they had this experience, had already this experience. They benefited of managing the budget on behalf of the consortium. So it's not a problem now to get the money from the European Union and then to share, to transfer the part of the budget to France, part to the Magdeburg, to Germany, and to share the budget between the Uzbekistan. So I think it's a good, it's really a pride for us, because in the past it was impossible. But since 2017, thanks to this opening up of the country and changing the rules and the banking system, now it's working, properly working. Who can participate as a partner? And again, if you are involving the non-academic partners from industry, from the society, it will strengthen, it will enhance your application, because even during the application procedure, you are already involving all stakeholders, and you are planning dissemination plan to keep them informed on the project development, to involve them directly, and later on, if you will ask questions, I will answer what specific role can be allocated to them. So exceptions, this is a red line and maybe related to Latin America, and so it's not applicable to us. Again, it's the template that we should follow. Lump sum. What is lump sum? And actually, I can skip this slide because it would be applicable and more feasible to explain you when you come to the application development stage, and we will have funding and tender. But again, this is the advantage. So in the future, as soon as you have your project, you don't need to submit the financial report to the European Union. You need to present and to make available your deliverables per work package on the funding and tender portal. So you should continuously report about the project progress. And as soon as you have deliverable done, you can place it on the funding and tender. So it's a work package to present your progress, your achievements, your progress in the project on achievements of the project results. And lump sum is fixed during the grant agreement preparation. So you have this grant agreement preparation. How you will manage it on your own. But what I would like to underline, since the new programming period, you should not refer to unit cost or something else what were applicable during the previous one. Now you should follow the local regulation, the national law, the national tax law, the national delivering procedure, tender procedure for the equipment purchase. So everything should be related and based according to the national law. So if you are following, you are in right way. Award criteria. Actually, I should stay here and explain very detailed about the award criteria. Why? Because this is the important points. And during the project development, you should consider that 30 points out of 100 and 30 points out of 100 more related to relevance. So according to the needs, to the local needs. So it's not about the European Union who can propose you the project idea. The project idea comes from us, from the local side. And you should justify the local needs. And quality of project design. You should know, and you know much better how to reach the expected results, how to implement the project. So the methodology, how you will do it, it's much better, feasible, and you are manager of your own project. So you should define how to reach the expected result. So if your project is reached 60 points, it can go ahead with the, it will proceed to the academic assessment. There is no any statistics here, but I can tell you that last year, in total, so worldwide, 629 applications have been submitted. Only 420 reach the assessment level. So eligibility criteria was not passed. So project failed at the eligibility criteria. They didn't involve mainly proper higher education institutions, or they involved the non-academic partners from other countries. There are a number of issues and they failed and they didn't go to the academic assessment stage. So there was questions from Farhad. If you are resubmitting the applications, what is important for Erasmus, it's a very good approach and still properly working. Each application, if not selected or selected in the reserve list, they will get the evaluation feedback. So you will have a letter explaining what was what was considered as strengths of your project and weaknesses. And there are specific recommendations how to improve your project application for the next year. And so you can get acquainted with some examples going to the International Relations Department of your university, asking for the previous assessment, and they can refer to some weaknesses to be addressed during the new project application development. This is, it takes time to explain you, but it's the logical framework metrics. It's what's actually relevant to any international project. I will not go in details, but better to have more question and answer session. So it works for a competitive application. Should I go with each line? I think it's better to have the, yes, to skip it and go ahead. How to submit a proposal. So again, this is the unique one funding and tender opportunities portal. The portal have been working properly for the research project funded by the European Commission for the last 30 years. So it's really very great IT tool and project management tool and grant preparation tool. And now it's applicable to all EU funded projects. As soon as you are registered, you have access to Erasmus Mundus, to Horizon 2020, to Horizon Europe. You are applicable to submit Jean Monnet, Erasmus Mundus, so any project. And maybe in the future, we will be eligible to participate in other directions, which are open now for our partners from the neighboring countries to EU. So, for example, our colleagues from Azerbaijan, Armenia, Moldova, and Ukraine, they have more actions open for them because they are neighboring the EU. And they have knowledge in alliances. They have capacity building for youth, capacity building for have capacity building for vocational education training. This is the link to portal. Easily you can just have a look. You should check whether your organization have already been registered. But better to go to the International Relations Department and ask whether you are already. So not to register again, to start from zero. Who? Better to keep the team working on funding and tender portal, but one leader should be responsible for the password, for the login, and keep this. So there are different recipes. Maybe Zebahon will share her recipes later on, and Farhat, how you will keep the login and how you allocate the administration rights to the specific project within the universities. Again, so it's up to university to decide how you will manage your European Union funded projects within your university. The deadline for capacity building is 16th of February, very close. So December is over, January very short, and February is coming. This is the Erasmus base. It was for us. It was original. Actually, why this information day now addressed to newcomers, to the Latin America, Caribbean, and Sub-Saharan, because for the Erasmus Plus, the priorities and the target is Sub-Saharan countries. So the European Union allocates great budget to Sub-Saharan partnerships. So they're expecting more projects with the Sub-Saharan countries. Why? Because they are newcomers to Erasmus. So they last year they submitted a lot of applications, but very big, with a low quality, and they didn't pass these 60 points of the evaluation and assessment. What I would like to recommend you. So if you are newcomers, you can look for the 25th November worldwide webinar. We can provide you the link. There is a recording, specific session for newcomers. So starting from the very detailed information about capacity and capacity building general. It was 9th of December. There is also the more advanced, for more experienced people on capacity building. This is the links. But you will have it, this presentation. You can just click and then go. This is the first one. Now we can come the questions and answers. And then maybe with some experience of Farhat, how to manage with this topic. And maybe some recommendations from Zebohon. But what I would like to tell you that we have Azakat here, and she can also share her experience. What was realized as an academic expert? Okay.
So maybe different experience, so that just be precise.
Let's answer specific questions.
Yeah. Maybe
any questions? What was the most challenging?
We have some kind of preferences of the projects during selection of project. The process for national, regional, regional project. So if we decide which one we go, do we have understanding which is like more preferable? If aiming centralization, for example. If we do national project or regional project, each one is more valuable. And then we will have more chance to be selected.
The traditional question, start with the national one or with the regional one. First of all, it's related to the topic, the project idea, which can you should justify the project idea which is relevant and applicable to all involved countries of the region. So, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan, we are on a different level of the development of higher education development. What I would like to tell you that at the later stage, when the project shortlisted, for example, in total, we don't receive any statistics for the last year's selection. But for example, in the last, we had 55 submitted projects, 18 shortlisted, so it's quite strong competition. 18 shortlisted, and 7 selected, or 5 selected. And the shortlist are actually related to EU delegation. In each country involved. For example, the EU delegation to Uzbekistan, last year they received the shortlist, and they consulted with the National Council and with the ministry. And the ministry ranked the shortlisted project considering their own priorities. If they are putting their agreement comments, it will definitely go to the feedback letter after the evaluation. So in the feedback letter, you will see that the EU delegation of Uzbekistan underlined the importance of the considerable future impact of this project on the national higher education system. But maybe another EU delegation consulting with the ministry in Bishkek, they got another answer. So it's not relevant to the current situation in our higher education. And this, I don't know, so nobody knows how the selection, how the decision will be. The most important is not about the national, regional, or cross-regional, the quality. I think the methodology of the project is one of the key points and the relevance. So,
I think I also can respond because as the expert participated in expert commission for assessment of proposals, and as the expert who made a number of evaluation of ongoing and finalized projects. So I think, I fully agree, it should be, the clear explanation you would like to do, and clear, good supporting materials and partnership. Because when usually we have technical expertise, and we have also financial expertise. And the technical ones, people who the experts from the region and from Europe, it's not just one expert, at least 2 experts, sometimes it's 3 and more, makes their own independent assessment. And it means each of them, we have special reports of that rate, and we need to justify each score that we have put for each of the sections of the proposal. So it means our expertise, our reputation, to be very accurate. And so that when the person and the expert will all, as a specialist of higher education, with experience, so that we can even feel from the application. Other people who are writing this proposal really understand what they're going to do. Ask really what is this they know the system and all of the challenges that they're expecting. And, so you see so many things it's in one package. And again, as I told you, not just one expert is doing this, going through this process. And I think if you have, it depends on you. Where you feel in which of the project you feel yourself better, stronger. So I think we should do those plans.
The question is probably if we have two excellent proposals, one national and one regional, which one will select? So from the point of view, maybe from the budget distribution or something. Example,
I would like to show you now the recent selection. So in total 7 projects. Among them 4 national, 2 regional, and 1 cross-regional. For the previous call, for example, we didn't have any national project on the region. It depends on, I don't know, nobody can provide the ideas how they are making this.
I think the most important thing was quality of the project, as you said.
And some universities who are able to deliver the just to show you. So Erasmus Plus.
Finished.
So the map presented that the Erasmus Plus involves all country regions and Kazakhstan. So we don't have any region not involved in Erasmus Plus. If you are from Namangan, you can easily go to Namangan State University, to Namangan Engineering and Economics, and just to ask them what they are doing within the Erasmus Plus. Whether you are now can join and to participate in seminars that they are organizing with the European partners. So the seminar
Find out university of them.
it's another part. I will let you know later. I will explain. So this is the map. In the past, so the first programming period for 2015-2020, in total 43 projects have been selected. So we have the National Impact Study. It's the study. You can easily to look through this study available on our website, but the figures and statistics. So we have 36 million euro in total for the budget for this. 11.5 million allocated for Uzbekistan. In the past, you could not see what specific budget is allocated for each country, but now it's easily. Table presented clearly the distribution of budget of Kyrgyz universities involved, Uzbek universities involved, and European universities. You will see how the budget is allocated for staff costs, for equipment, etc. So 48 local universities have been involved, and you see that much more European partner countries. And we have Mongolia, Vietnam, Nepal, China, Israel, and Kosovo involved in the cross-regional projects. So it was already financed project. We still have 12 ongoing projects, or 13. 12 ongoing projects. Out of 43, we are still having 12 ongoing, and we have the rest were already completed. And the ICAT project have been presented this morning. It's also and Helen, the completed ones. Curricular development project. You see that out of 43 projects, 30 projects were curricular development. So mainly related to the content of higher education. And curricular development projects in Uzbekistan considerably contributed to engineering, to agriculture, to health and ICT. 23%, you see that 4 areas were considerably benefited of Erasmus Plus cooperation. That's why we decided that the first pilot cluster next Monday will take place in Tashkent Agrarian University to present the impact of Erasmus Plus projects on the higher education in the field of agriculture, forestry, fisheries, and veterinary. If you are interested, you can come to the Tashkent Agrarian University. But again, we will arrange a recording and make them available on the website. You can look through. So top 10 universities in Uzbekistan. The first one, Tashkent University of Information Technology, Bukhara State University, National University, Karakalpak State University, Samarkand Veterinary Medicine, Irrigation Institute, Urgench State University, Turin Polytechnic, thanks to Farhad's contribution, Andijan branch of the Agrarian University, and Karshi State University. So the last year selection, as I already told you, 145 have been selected for funding out of 429 passed the assessment. But in total, 629 should be over there. For Central Asia, 8 projects, including 7 projects for Uzbekistan. So you can see that this round we are really the most actively involved in all projects. So we have maybe 2 reserve projects in the reserve list. Maybe they will be also financed. Nobody knows. So the distribution and grant holders. We have 3 grant holders for the last round and 1 from the previous round, Tashkent University of Information Technologies. So what I would like to underline, you can see, and it's very important, and later on I will tell you, that if you are coming with some project idea, please don't hesitate to come to our office or contact us in order to clarify, to find out whether this project idea has been already applied in another way. But if you would like to continue, why not to consider what has been already done and to come with some innovative component to be followed up in the new project. I mean, this is the most feasible way. And we are here in order to help you, in order to provide you with the relevant information. So 4 projects for biomedical engineering, food sciences, technologies. It's Chemical Technological Institute, water sector of climate, resilience and security in Central Asia. So this is the regional project. Building educational and research capacities in nutrition and dietetics. It's also regional project, Central Asia. And 3 projects complete the curricular development. But now they are just capacity building in higher education. New master program, medical engineering, photonics and optical communication, eco-mining, and innovative natural resource management. Actually, all of them, they are relevant to the areas which have been addressed and proposed by the President in his address. Because the natural resource management, geology, the water and energy resource management, again, partnership with the industry, and so soil fertility, we had already in the past such a project. So with the involvement of Tashkent Agrarian University and Irrigation Institute. So if you would like to know more, just to come to contact us, and we will provide you with all links, with all materials available on the project. But the most useful source of information worldwide, not only for Uzbekistan, is the Erasmus Plus project results platform. Easily managing our research tool. You can go to this platform, put soil fertility, or put any other specific keyword of your project or the future project, and you will see the list of projects funded in this area with different countries. And coming back to you, so you will put economics, and you will see the list of projects realized, implemented, financed in the field of economics. And then you will go to the specific one and look through the partnerships. You can easily contact any European partner telling that you are from Uzbekistan, you would like to develop a new project proposal. You realize the experience in this field, and you would like to propose the partnership. So it's the second way. So the first one is funding and tender portals. You can start with the PIC registration and then present using this search tool on the funding and tender portal. Second one is project results platform. You are looking for the specific fields related to your project. So it's for the last round. Who are the most active? We have the universities involved in 2 projects, in 1 project. And what is very interesting, so the last year annual conferences for international credit mobility and higher education reform experts took place in Urgench. They come with Urgench State University, Urgench filial of Tashkent University of Information Technologies, Urgench branch of the Tashkent Medical Academy. So they really absorb the information and they manage have the project. Hi, I've already told you that we have 4 national projects, 2 regional and 1 cross-regional with Ukraine. With the non-academic partners, but for the last round, we have only 1 project involving the Ministry of Higher and Secondary Specialized Education. Maybe just to tell you that we have a new 4 Jean Monnet projects. You can see what field and what topic. So there is no any competition and link. You can at the same time apply for Jean Monnet, you can apply for Erasmus Mundus, for Erasmus Plus. For Jean Monnet, you don't need any European partners. You are grant holder, you can submit your application directly to the top funding and tenders portal. So again, no need to write down, you will have this and for the first time, we have Maria Skłodowska-Curie project. It's purely research project with the 2 partners, the University of Law, Tashkent University of Law, and Tashkent State University of Economics. It's Horizon Europe, Maria Skłodowska-Curie. They will greatly benefit, and first of all, the doctoral students will benefit of this project. Country-specific priorities, I already told you, management of quality assurance, university governance, university enterprise, entrepreneurship, and higher education. What we are doing, so what kind of support you should expect from the National Erasmus Platform? First of all, we are here in order to brief you, to inform you what kind of cooperation opportunities are open for Uzbekistan within Erasmus+. Second, we are helping not only you, but for all potential applicants, who are potential applicants, for those who are already involved, for beneficiaries, helping them on even for visa in EU member states, for the equipment purchase, for custom clearance of equipment. We are here helping with the dissemination with each project. We are working, helping them to disseminate, to inform about the project progress and the project results. Another is the support to higher education reform experts. And today we have just 1 expert, Professor about that, Jean Palat, but he's not in this conference room, that's why. But Jean Palat is also the long-term higher education expert. He started in his previous position as the head of research and coordination of research activities at the Ministry of Higher and Secondary Specialized Education. So at this, in his capacity of the head of department, he was appointed as higher education reformist. So we are in close contact with the ministry with the state inspectorate, with the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Health, with other line ministries, EU delegation and commission services in Brussels. So we are here in order to help. We are not monitoring, we are not controlling, we are not assessing. We are here in order to help both to potential applicants and to beneficiaries. So if you have project ideas, you can come to us. You can go directly to the ministry, and we can help you to arrange a meeting with the ministry in order to clarify whether the project idea is relevant to current situation in higher education system of Uzbekistan. We are liaising with the line ministries. So if you are medical university, can help you to establish relevant and right contact with the Ministry of Health, with the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Water Resource Management. We can help you also with the search partners, with the searching partners among local universities. So we can recommend you the teams in Pakistan, teams in Kashkadarya, teams in Kharizm, or in Surkhandarya. So we can give you the contact with the person who has some Erasmus experience. So he's not a newcomer, he can help you. And it's great that this university has already Erasmus coordinator, Erasmus office here in this university. So we are helping you to avoid duplication, and we can plan you with any synergy opportunities with other EU-funded projects. So what is the idea of the cluster meeting on Monday in the field of agriculture? To bring the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Water Resource Management, for them to learn what has been done by Erasmus Plus project. To be not only stakeholders, but really directly involved and interested to promote the results, to absorb the results, to introduce them, to work, to exploit these results at the ministerial level. This was our contact. So better to contact us. We are only 3.5% in our team, but you can easily contact us by email. You can easily look through our social networks, Telegram channels, etc. Any questions? I hope that I managed to brief you. Please. Okay. Yes, yes, definitely. As soon as you go, but better to go this specific session to record it on the website. This is Anila Roshani. She explained you point by point how to fill the application form. And there is limit up to 200 words, up to 500 words when you are describing your need analysis, when you are describing the partnership by the following experts and following partnerships consolidated. You are defining, for example, to work with the Kashkadarya, but not with the Fergana. So everything should be explained. And there is a specific guidelines. But any further questions? But it's easy for the huge university to go to Pakistan and to go answer to all questions. And in touch with the person who has already experience, maybe they go from just 2 words about what challenge you face, because top funding and tenders portal has been introduced last year. And in the past, it was easy, just communicated by email, but now you are talking through this portal.
Okay. Thank you. So this portal, funding portal, is the most important thing. When you go with your application and when you win your project, you always go through this funding portal. Everything you should do through this funding portal. It is a little bit complicated to work with this portal. Firstly, someone should be registered. I think Farhatakia is registered. So and university should have a leader. I think you know your leader who is coordinating your university roles and everything on that portal. In our case, when we won our project, the announcement was in October. It is 6 partner universities in Uzbekistan, and we all was registered. We took our peak number for universities in 2014 or 2015. So that time we registered and we appointed our leader. It was someone who worked at the time at international department and not working anymore in our institute. So it was a little bit difficult for us to find this person who opened, who took big number for us. But I think in your situation, it's not the case. Maybe you know your leader, but all our partners searched for their leaders. It is person who opened big number. And if they didn't find the leader, they just ask for, on portal we have support. They go through support to IT support, and IT support, they ask it to appoint a new leader. And the main issue, legal and appointed person, yes. This leader, when they asked for leader, the second issue became the portal was overloaded because everyone in the world was who win the project. Everybody was asking something through the portal, so they answered for 1 week, 2 weeks, just waiting for the answer. They try their best, of course. They give all of our partners, they give access to their web page on that portal. So they appointed new leader. They appointed, when leader is appointed for your organization, so this legal representative, he can appoint some person in your university to sign all agreements. It was the main important thing because when we as coordinators, our institute, Tashkent Chemical Technological Institute was coordinator, we were preparing grant agreement for discussing with our project partner, project officer in European Union, all points, budget, some specific questions, but other partners just need to appoint lead and just need to appoint legal signature. But it took a lot of time, maybe 1.5 months in the case of one partner, because his peak number was only declared, not validated, yes. And it was validated maybe 15 days ago and appointed lead just yesterday. And European Union informed us that 23rd of December, they will go on vacation. So we need to do everything fast. So we signed it yesterday, our agreement. So on every step of this procedure, we consulted NEO office in Tashkent. Azizapa helped us a lot and your staff. And we asked through the portal, funding portal, IT support. So we have two our supporters, yes, I can say. So it is very interesting process. Now we should go to work on our project because our project is very interesting and we are very interested to begin our activities. The situation is like this now. Yeah, campus, yes, yeah, campus. I will participate in Agrarian University and tell about my project more, our project more. Thank you.
I will add something details. For example, in our case, when we have branch in Amalgam University, you have to open your own big number. You are so you are separate legal entity. So you open your own account, you have to register your branch. And appoint a legal person, responsible person for Erasmus activity. In case our departments in Tashkent would like to apply for a project, they have to register in the portal, pointing out that your organization is now Yoju, but we now change the name, and the information when you register will come to me as a leader of the Yoju University, and I will appoint you as the contact person, and you will be allowed to apply yourself to the project. All information anyway will come to me, and we will be in contact with the project. But again, for Samarkand branch, you can do it yourself. You can do it as a separate entity. But of course, as a your branch, you will inform us about your activities. Okay, so we should be aware of yes, should be surprised for us.
But we had a correspondence and an exchange with Brussels to convince them that the Urgenc branch of the Tashkent Medical Academy and Urgenc branch of the Tashkent University of Information Technology is a legal entity, a separate one, independent one. So it's not branch of the university in Tashkent. And it took time. But now everything is okay. So there are our branches, they are recognized and then separated individual.
And it is good from the point of budget, yes? They can have their own budget.
Yes.
The main important thing.
If
Yes.
we apply together for one project, yes, we
Yes,
share
you can have your own budget, the branch can have their own budget.
It's later on we will make available the recording of Erasmus Plus Information Day, and you can look through the presentation of them. And that day she shared a lot of experience and challenges faced. Maybe discouraging some universities to apply. but believe me, this was really, it's the first year of e-granting system, which was challenging also to the managers in Brussels. So for them it was also the
It's new platform.
learning process. So we both will. And the next year should be much more easier to apply and to get the answers.
And Maria said Excel budget table is more easier now, and working is better now.
But if we have time, I have another invitation. Already quite tight. But we will make them available over this time. We can look through what are the news. The new is that Excel table can be developed. So
Better now.
Yes, I have. But the next competitive.
Thank you, Saboro.
There is one news regarding this peak number validation. That actually Yoju has registered 1 year ago, but we were just declared. So the peak number should be validated. And before it was validated, when you submit all documents, necessary documents, you will be like validated peak number. But now, if you just succeed with the project, then you will be validated. So the validation goes only after you succeed.
Yes, now you can submit with the declared type statement.
Yes. So this is why when I received the message in August, I understood that we want at least one project. So
You finish up this,
Yeah,
yes.
we are watching all the documents and it's all good.
You can easily now start the actually evaluation of today's session. Morning and this one. So it's about your project as well. Every time you should refer to the evaluation and quality of the session of the conferences that you organize. Can you please fill and tell us what was good, what was not good during the session? It's 43 slides.
This is the same, but it's
No, it's for mobile webinar. 9th of December. Carla Giletti and Anila Prashani. She was the head of Erasmus. And if you remember Jose Gonzalez, Gutierrez, the pastor. Oh, you got it? Just going to But he was such a nice person.
Okay.
He was here, 2014, he was here for the opening.
Was technical project.
Mm-hmm.
Had managed the partners for technical and Spanish. One the center was during our exploitation meeting in Tashkent during this world championship, previous world championship, was the game between Italy and Spain, and we had like a dinner together, keeping one side is Italian, was that Spanish, so it's
Yes. Okay. This is a presentation delivered by Anila and Carla during the general capacity building information day on 9th of December. What is successful application? But actually, I don't like successful. It should be competitive application. So what is the competitive application? Application which provides you with a good view that you are really capable to achieve, to implement the project plan, the project idea, producing the changes that you are expecting. So each project, each Erasmus Plus project should bring changes, and you are able to produce them. The sustainability that Anna Zakat underlined, that you are not that the results are not over with the project funding when the project funding is over. You should continue, they should be developed, they should be sustained by the local universities, they should be follow up and to develop with the new project ideas or new fundings. So everything should be done, planned, envisaged during the development of project application. What should we know? First of all, needs that I already told you. The project Erasmus Plus is aimed to help to modernize, to bring changes at higher education system in the partner countries, in Uzbekistan, in Kyrgyzstan, not in European Union. But it's always mutually beneficial partnership. Priorities. So again, we should indicate the overarching priorities, and we can justify You can refer to the meeting in the ministry justifying the country-specific priorities. Then, or refer to the National Erasmus Plus office who presented the country-specific priorities at the National Information Day. And benefits. So, how you will maximize, how you will develop them. And first of all, impact. So, what should be, what kind of impact you are expecting from your project? Impact only at the level of universities involved, at the level of the region, so Khandarya, Tashkent, Namangan, at the regional level, country regional level, at the national level, higher education system level, or at the Central Asian regional level. So you should already know at the beginning what you are expecting. The target groups. So it's again about the strengths, detail. I will skip it. It's about the strand 1. Strand, it's curricular development project, postgraduate students. Maybe I should go with the more details on this, with the ideas. What was the question about? The application about award criteria. So we should go to the award. High quality and the relevance. Accessibility. Strand 1, strand 2. Institutional reform, entrepreneurial skills and mindset. Innovations. Strand 3, about reforms, about the needs, about the local so how to start? Maybe then we will go to the award question. The project idea. So you have your project idea. You should consult your colleagues. Better to go to International Relations Department. Go to the your branch. You should go to the your main university. You should have the round table brainstorming within your university. But again, go to the administration level, ask whether they will support, to be sure that they will support your project. So it should come and they should support it and contribute, because there is the co-financing, 10% co-financing, so contributing with the staff and with the other. Find the right partners, how to look for the right partners. So it's not should be just the country that you would like to go. So I've never been in Italy. Let's attract the Italian partners to come to go and to then to have the mobility. No, mainly on the same field with the specific expertise, with the specific staff to be involved. Be careful, because the European Union universities, we had a lot of experience when they withdrew of the project just 1 month before the deadline, telling that they are lacking the human resources. And so they are very much interested to be involved, but unfortunately they don't have enough staff to be involved in the project. And better to have not 2 different universities from 2 different countries, but maybe 3. When one of them withdraw, you will have chance still to submit for your application to be eligible and to submit. Because normally we had such experience with the French universities. Maybe it's not good to tell, but in majority cases they tell us, oh sorry, we are not. And the local partners, they were in panic, telling that how they can attract another partner. Read the documentations available. So start with the program guide, and it's important. It's pages, and this is part related to capacity building. And read it carefully. If something is not unclear, come to us, ask us, and we will tell them about. Consult the Erasmus National Agency, National Erasmus Plus offices, and EU delegation. But in addition to this structure, there is more structures now. Erasmus Plus national focal points, and there will be around 60 focal points in different countries, mainly in Africa and in other countries where there is no national Erasmus Plus office. We are inherited from previous campus program, so we are still from campus program. And EU delegation is available in majority countries, so you can go to the EU delegation and ask for this specific support. Project idea. The capacity building objectives, priorities, requirements, you have already been briefed. So according to the different strengths, you have specific objectives. Internationalization strategy as the document should be addressed in your application. And this is strategy, if not yet available, your project should contribute to development of this strategy, to encourage your university to tell you, so what is their internationalization strategy? So this is the university administration who should be aware of your project idea and to ensure the institutional support. Innovative, I've already told you, contact us and we will tell you whether your project idea is innovative. Or you can look through this project results platform. Very good source of information. You can see, and even looking through this project results platform, you can elaborate and explore some new project ideas.
You can see the dynamic of how it developed, and it's so interesting sometimes to come back to previous projects because you can see what's the matching between the projects, and sometimes we have examples. Many of partners, international partners, they submitted one project is coming from another one, and the same partners there developing the new ideas, and it's so interesting. Particularly, as experts for us, it's really important when we have. And we are seeing as a sustainability, when we will see this continuing of the project, and we will see how the partners develop from the beginning. For example, they are coming from the capacity building project curriculum and the bachelor level, and the master level, and the PhD level, and when they just created good partnerships, they can also to work on the structural projects, and it's really, how to say, and when they justify the project, they put this is their history background, and it's very good criteria for us to select exactly this project because we see there is something that they're really changing in their universities and at the same time in their system.
And every time they're coming with some innovative component. So it's an example of the Irrigation Institute. They developed bachelor program in geoinformatics systems, then they had master program in geo, and the third one is PhD in geoinformatics systems. So they had it in 2 or 3 years. International strategy, we have already told you. University administration, any experience of your colleagues to be involved. Departments who might contribute to your project from the beginning. So it's not only one department, and again, it's the teamwork. It's not one person who can develop the project. You should have IT support. You should have financial officer to be involved. You should have PR officer, the information officer, and you should have support from your legal department if you have, in order to follow the local regulations and all these rules. and ask your partners to follow the same approach. So if you are leader in the consortium, you will submit the application on behalf of these 4 or 6 universities. And you should ensure that the same has been done by your partners in another country. So please ask them to go to university administration, to establish good team, to involve relevant departments. So everything should be the same approach in each part. What is important in the latest level? So for reporting for deliverables, you need to have the good website, the project website, to be developed from the early beginning of the project. So to present what is ongoing, how the project is progressing. And on the funding and tenders portal, you have deliverables. For example, you are planning work package on curriculum development. So by the end of the first year, you will develop the new curriculum, new master curriculum. But how you will present the deliverable? You should have the consult with the academic department. You should be should go for the same for the scientific council or academic council, and everything should be presented this way. And immediately, if you write deliverable, there is a type of the information, sensible, public. It should be, if you put public, it will be immediately go to the Erasmus Plus project result platform, and you can see that this project have already received completed the first work package. So it's automatic. I mean, it's really good, very good system. So you should not wait. In the past, was really we were looking for the results. We were looking what has been done, and now it should be definitely published on the project results platform as soon as you put public. If you are putting sensitive, so you would not like for the list of participants to be published because it's personal data protection. You should keep this deliverable in a sensible way. But so it's properly explained during information day where the camera. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I hope. Yes, please, if it's possible, Sarvar can share enough. But we will publish it on our website. The problem is only with the staff members. We suffered this flu, the recent one. Next week, definitely. But you can just ask Sarvar, and will share. Yeah, you are welcome. But is it possible to know what kind of project, I mean, you are auditing? So you are contracted by European university? Are you?
Project is contracted with local companies within Uzbekistan, and also.
Because we were just invited as a guest.
Ah, okay, okay. So I see, I see. Thank you. So consult experts. It's again repeating. It's already several times repeating. Go to the national Erasmus Plus offices or national agencies if you are in the European Union. And the other way to look for the partners also. There is a specific partner search form. You can present your project idea, what kind of partners you are looking for, and we can send it to our colleagues, to national agencies, to Austria, to Germany, to Poland, to Czech Republic, Sweden. And they can publish, they can
send it to the relevant person. What's new in this admission process is that every single funding and targets are. So this is the new proposal page limit. If you have more than 140 pages, it will be cut. Yes, automatically. You know what is the minimum? But the minimum is given in each part. At least. Who can apply capital organization? I have already explained. Overarching priorities we can read. Priorities explained. Award criteria. So, award criteria are already told you. 30, 30, 20, 20. So, if you have 60 points, you are eligible to be assessed. Award criteria. Relevance, about the relevance. So, it's very detailed relevance.